Summarizing May 2nd. This one is 10 minutes. It opens with breakfast again. Egg salad and bacon sandwich with apple slices. Again, Amber was showering and the girlfriend cooked. Amber has a headache again. She had one in yesterday's vlog too, so is she messing with her timeline again? Just changing shirts and earrings? We will see. This headache has been around for 20 hours, she says. She also says maybe it's because she's eating less and actively losing weight, and maybe her body isn't used to it, or maybe she's being self-sabotage, Lynn. Yes, that's her words. Self-sabotage, Lynn. She does self-sabotage. Though saying that eating less gives her a terrible headache would be, well, not well received, we'll just say that. She says she dropped a lot of weight overnight. She's read about the weight loss whoosh and thinks it happened to her because she swears, you guys, it was a lot of weight loss overnight. Next scene. We see Twinkie walking! I'm always happy to see Twinkie getting walks. Twinkie deserves all the walkies, even though we know it's usually not Amber doing it. And we know this because Amber, of course, films the girlfriend holding her hand as they walk. Gotta show she's loved, I guess. That's very high school. And there's a full body shot as Amber performs walking her dog. Next scene. Amber is doing the book thing again. Here is a book that Amber finds slow and boring, but she's read a few other books by that author and liked them. Next scene, we're in the car, running errands, going to the post office for something important. She talks about her earrings and says her headache is better now that she ate and did a walk. She did not do walks in the winter, but now winter is gone. She is loving the big walks again. And then she films her feet walking to her P.O. box. Next scene, they are back at Ross. It's the touch everything and buy stuff she doesn't need segment, while that annoying knockoff Alvin and the Chipmunk style song plays over it. She is clearly pretending she's a big influencer here, being all coy with the camera, leaving the camera behind somewhere, propping it up, and going to film herself walking through the store, looking at stuff. But we do get some full body shots of her in motion. And why is she flashing two fingers at the camera lately? Next scene, we're back in the car. She asks if the lifting your legs and making a wish while going over railroad tracks is a common thing or just a California thing. She said she did it all the time growing up. Next scene, she shows us what she bought at Ross. I'll include a visual of all the items. I'll just speed them up, because knowing what she got may help in timeline questions later. And we're going to talk about why I think she's going to start messing with her timeline again. She claims she got rid of most of her journals, and only kept a couple, so she bought some journals here. What? You just got rid of a bunch of journals and you're buying more. See, this is why she clears out her stuff, people. It's just so she can buy more. Just buying stuff. That is her life. Buying stuff. Buying stuff. And I have no idea what her emoji overlay was about. I don't get it. Maybe I'm just old. Next scene, tacos for dinner. Instead of sour cream, they're using plain Greek yogurt with a ranch seasoning packet added. There's also tapatio and salsa. She shows putting the final touches on and says they're going to eat while watching 90 Day Fiancé, and she ends with a text card. We also have some social media, a picture without filter, she says. And she also says that she has all of her May videos scheduled. What, as in edited and uploaded and scheduled to be posted out automatically the whole month of May? Because this video posted on May 2nd. So if all of her May videos are done, they're all edited, they're all scheduled, that means they're scheduled through YouTube's scheduling feature, so they're already uploaded and will post in the future. That's how this reads to me. So, How is this a vlogging channel about her life? Doesn't she know that for real life situations, people don't want to watch month-old content? When your channel is about your real life and not about a story you're telling or video games that you're currently doing a playthrough of, when your channel is about your real life, it's supposed to be about your life now, not your life a week or a month ago or more. Any video older than 4 days needs to be thrown out, deleted. Otherwise, it's time to admit that she is not filming her life. Her videos lately have felt a bit like checking off of a list. Maybe she really is just checking off of a list. A Kiwi farmer shows how there are several hours in a day, yet her vlogs average 8 minutes. So she does this filming thing in batches. She'll batch film a couple of things for a few hours in 2 or 3 days, and then dribble it out over several weeks with the scheduling feature. That's not about a life. That is not a vlogging channel. That is a checklist channel. No wonder her content is so boring. No wonder reaction videos get more views, because Amber does this on purpose. She deliberately creates garbage content, and then she gets mad when you call her out on her garbage content. You claim this is about your life, Amber. You're not showing your life. You are filming in batches over a couple of days and then showing that all month. The first 2 or 3 days of the month. It is May 2nd, and you're saying all of your May videos are done. So your crappy channel and you're dropping views, that's on you. Summarizing May 4th. It's 11 minutes long. She opens by saying hello. She's having some coffee. By the looks of that coffee, there's a lot of stuff added to it. She's tired. She has cycles through the day where she's high energy and then she's low energy. She talks about her earrings, says she's had them a long time, but she thinks this is the first time she's worn them. Next scene, we're walking Twinkie. Although that leash angle, it doesn't look like Amber is the one holding the leash. But I'm so glad Twinkie's getting walked. Next scene, she has a bag of Torrid, and instead of doing the whole bag in a massive try-on haul, she's going to do one item a day. So this is when that started. It's a size 6 t-shirt. Some weight loss. Amber leaves in the talking to the girlfriend off screen, and she also starts the throwing the item up and then cutting to her wearing it. And then she moves the camera so she has an excuse to put the boobs front and center. And then she does what she calls a blooper reel. This is what she considers bloopers. Nothing funny, just stuff that a grown-up would leave on the cutting room floor. It's the catching of the shirt, and then she's just off screen the whole time. And that's what she calls a blooper reel. She's just trying to fill time. Checklist, 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 checklist. She says that she and the girlfriend rank her outfit as a 4.5 out of 5. Next scene, we're looking in the pantry. It's the making food time. Checklist, checklist, checklist. She shows everything. She shows getting the stuff out. She's got some recipe off of TikTok. It's cream cheese with other stuff added. Looks like her cutting skills have improved a bit, so yay for that. Thank you, wifey. And she's basically making tiny pinwheels. That's it. What? Not even lettuce. No veggies at all? To add some crunch? Oh well, she's the one eating it. As proven by the taste test. She sure loves eating on camera. We'll find any excuse to eat on camera. Checklist, checklist, checklist. Next scene, she's sitting on her bed. She said she promised to talk about outpatient updates last time, but she forgot, so she's going to do it now. And she says she knows her decisions affect how her viewers treat her, so she's expecting backlash. And that's why she didn't want to share this right off the bat, because she's just trying to enjoy her life and stay positive, so nice little guilt trip there, trying to control viewer responses, so she quit the outpatient. We all knew it was going to happen. The reason she gives is they didn't want her to talk about weight loss. I'll later show some Kiwi Farms detectiveness where they might have found her outpatient, assuming she wasn't lying about the whole thing. And it's a health at every size place, so no, they wouldn't want to talk about weight loss. And here she is saying she doesn't agree with health at every size. So, why was she going there? But she does believe in beauty at every size, so there you have it. She really does think herself beautiful. Beauty is at every size. But she felt guilty trying to talk about her weight, like she was walking on eggshells, and right now she is actively losing weight, and she is very proud of herself, and she will do a weigh-in at some point. But she says she's had several appointments already. She's had like 10 hours, so outpatient already changed something in her thinking. And she's using that and using what she already knew to keep going forward in her weight loss journey. Her psychologist told her she was smart, smarter than she thinks she is. She wants to keep her current therapist, but she wants that therapist to support what Amber wants to do. To just be a therapist and not tell Amber to not count calories. Also, Amber has not binged in almost a week, and Amber noticed that outpatient actually caused her to binge. There it is. Because she was talking about food so much, and talking about trauma so much, and she just wanted a break. And she hopes her viewers can just accept her decision and let her do what she wants to do, and just be supportive. So here's that Kiwi Farm detectiveness. They think they found the clinic that she went to. Let's assume she wasn't lying about it, okay? Assume she was not lying about being in something you could call outpatient therapy. This place would check all the boxes that she'd want. It would not challenge her, especially not challenge her to lose weight, and in fact, it does not accept insurance. Amber did say her therapist did not accept insurance. So here is a therapist who ticks off that box. All of the boxes Amber's been talking about. So maybe she wasn't lying. She was just going here. It even supports poly couples, and isn't Wifey a poly person? Or at least was a poly person at one point? Summarizing May 6th. It's almost 9 minutes. Almost. She opens by saying she just ended another vlog, so we probably recognize this outfit. Yes, we do. Everything is the same, even the pose in the background. She says she gave the outpatient update in the last video, so go watch that if her viewers haven't already. Anyway, she says she's been really loving vlogging lately, and she has an Amazon haul to show. It has to do with one of her goal moments. She's walking around with the camera aimed right up her nose and double chins, clearly focusing on those, while getting her box cutter, which she calls her opener situation type deal. So she's making sure to say all the phrases that annoy the so-called haters, and puts the camera on the cat tree where it has fallen over in the past, as falling camera is content to Amber. She opens the Amazon box, and it's the 100-day goal journal. And at least she admits here that she has bought it before, saying that if viewers have been watching her long enough, they'll recognize it. This time, the 100 days is a movement goal. She wants to be able to walk a mile in 100 days. And oops, looky there, the camera fell. Easy content for Amber. This is why she doesn't use a tripod. Her messing with her camera is a way for her to fill time. Today is her day 1. She's gonna walk and see just how far she can get. Next scene, she's doing food again. She's cooking food, her usual turkey, bacon, and hard-boiled eggs, arranged so that the whole plate will be gone in 4 bites, and a clementine. Next scene, Amber organizing. Check box for that. A storage box with decorative stones. She used to have makeup brushes in there. Now she's gonna put those Kardashian perfumes in there, since the perfumes don't stand up on their own. Of course not. Why would anything from the Kardashians be practical? Rich people don't need practicality. They have money. But at least she seems able to laugh about her stones in the sink nonsense now. Next scene, more scratch arts. She finds them therapeutic, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing, Amber. What's weird is you showing these grade school crafts. I mean, I still keep my old crayons. Sometimes I'll pick up a dollar store coloring book because, yeah, coloring can be very relaxing, but the fact that you keep showing these scratch cards off is weird. I would never show these childish coloring books that I know damn well no one's going to be interested in unless I was 5. It's like you want praise for a grade school craft. And that's in addition to this being far too repetitive. I mean, I have a keychain and mini toy collection, and if I played my world's smallest operation game in every video, it would be repetitive. Even if I changed the order that I took the game pieces out of Red Nose Guy. Because even when you change the order of the pieces, it's still the same thing over and over. It's still Red Nose Guy. These are still scratch arts. It doesn't matter how different they look to you. They're not different. And that's what you're doing here. A scratch art is a scratch art. Again, you're just checking off a list. Next scene, she's outside walking. The camera is aimed up the nose. She says her tracker is going, and today is about getting a baseline. She's walking by herself, and she prefers going by herself because she's less self-conscious. Then there's a cut, and she says she's at 0.2 of a mile. She's been walking 6 minutes. Parking sign is clearly visible above her head. Another cut, and she says it's hot, 79 degrees. She's about to walk onto a main road. She also shows the ground. calls the dandelions yellow flowers. How does she not know their name? And she says she's used to the yellow flowers, but the purple ones are new to her, it seems. Next scene, back inside. She says she did 2,000 steps. She walked 21 minutes. She did half a mile, she says. 0.52, and she gives no proof whatsoever for any of these numbers. She doesn't show that tracker she talked about. She doesn't show anything at all. So are those numbers a bit off for anyone else? Is she really saying she could walk a full mile in less than 45 minutes? She also says her hands were a bit swollen afterwards. The girlfriend also has a goal for herself, but it's more about her job than her body. Amber also says she can walk a mile now, but she would be miserable. So in the 100 days, she wants to walk a mile without being miserable, and ends with the usual to be continued text card. We also have a telonym here. Seems Amber sent the girlfriend nude pictures before they got together. The commenter is trying to show Amber how easy it would be for a troll to get Amber's nudes. But of course Amber is just so special, she just can't be fooled into sending nudes to a hater. Summarizing May 8. It's over 11 minutes, but not quite 12. She opens in bed, she's laying down, and she's getting Twinkie to run on the bed around her. Then we see her playing with a foggy mirror and another 2-finger salute. Seriously, what is that? And at the 30-second mark, she starts another reacting to herself. It's the old struggle videos again. And still, she's putting her laptop on the camera. She shows the desk going up and down, says she only films with the desk up to her chin, and then she shows the desk's usual position, which puts her boobs in the frame. As for her reaction, she's just reiterating how her stamina, etc., is better now than it was then. Though she says here she is still low vitamin D and anemic, and of course morbidly obese. She really hits the stamina thing. She says she was 5'10" in that old video, but that old video Amber could not do what today Amber can do, and that it just goes to show that weight is not one size fits all. Stamina, etc., matters. Amber says she still doesn't ride roller coasters, etc., but she doesn't really care. She doesn't like heights. But at Disneyland, she says they do make rides that are accessible to people her size. Do they really? That seems like a public safety hazard. A very large, heavy body being propelled at high speeds. So she doesn't like heights, but old Amber could not walk in the amusement park, and today Amber is so happy to say that she could walk in the amusement park. She'd be tired and grumpy and over it, but she could do it. And at 6:26, the segment ends, and she says she'll do the next section in another video. So these reacts to herself are like another Torrid bag. It's just that she doesn't have to pay for these reactions the way she has to pay for Torrid. But she's still dribbling it out. So next scene, it's Amazon time. Amber wants us all to know that she and the girlfriend have separate Amazon orders, maybe even separate accounts. It's not like Amber explains her stuff very well. But the girlfriend buys her own stuff, and Amber buys her own stuff. I guess Amber wants the haters to know that the girlfriend has her own money. This is an Amber box. Amber preens that the girlfriend opened the box, and it seems Amber forgot what she got. She got napkins with a holder that says napkins, and a cat food container that says cat food. And there's a cat treat container inside it. And when Amber showed that the cat food was in a damn plastic drawer that is not intended for food, okay, I'm actually glad she got a cat food container. Because seriously, what the hell? You do not put cat food in those drawers, especially when it's all unwrapped and just kind of shuffling around loose in the drawer. What the fuck, Amber? How long were your poor cats dealing with that? Jeez. Next scene. Amber actually says thank you to the viewers. For telling her that diffusers can hurt animals. So she isn't using the diffuser shown here anymore, she says. Next scene, it's the Torrid bag again. We're finally at the actual moment referenced in the title. Makes me think she's clickbaiting again. She says it's a size 4 dress. She likes how it fits once she adds the cardigan. So I guess we're just meant to ignore how she keeps picking at her very tight dress here. She also gives a full body shot in the mirror, and the effects of gravity are definitely showing. And she ends with a text card. What does she do? Batch film a bunch of checklist stuff, arrange it into a video, and since there is no clear ending, that's what the text cards are for? So she doesn't have to worry about having an outro that makes sense? Summarizing May 10th, it's almost 12 minutes long. This time she opens with the Amazon unboxing and is still not disclosing her affiliate status, which just makes me think again that she is batch filming stuff and just throwing it together without a real plan. She says this is her box, bought and paid for by her, and she just yak while slowly unboxing, lots of time looking off screen at the girlfriend. Amber even does a partial grayscale and a text overlay saying that she'd normally edit this part out, but clearly she didn't. So I guess she's looking to fill time. Not like the section adds anything. Oh look, she also got a dog food container to match the cat food container, complete with a dog treat container. There's also a salt and pepper grinder set that apparently the girlfriend really likes. Lots of talking, and the girlfriend's voice is heard clearly several times. There is also some rarity adorableness that Amber ruins by screeching over. Wasabi also appears. Amber does emoji overlays, but the cuteness still shows through. Next scene, in the pantry, doing yet another taste test. This time it's Fruity Pebble Chips. Really? Any excuse to eat on camera. Easy content and food is her favorite thing ever. This time it's a shared taste test with the off-screen girlfriend. Amber likes these Fruity Pebble things, calls them Fat Girl in a Bag. The girlfriend does not like them, but the girlfriend doesn't like Fruity Pebbles anyway. This bleeds over into Amber doing an experiment. An experiment about food, of course. She puts cream cheese on the Fruity Pebble Chips. She likes it even more. Says it tastes like a dessert. Next scene, Twinkie is getting a walk. Looks like it's after dark. Twinkie jumps over a grate and is just generally cute. Next scene, Amber is sitting and yakking at the camera. It's the next day. She doesn't give dates, of course. She's having a bad mental health day. After 5 days of no binging, she had a massively overeating day yesterday. I'm sure the Fruity Pebble Chips had nothing to do with them, and I'm sure that her constant taste tests don't reinforce this behavior. But she downloaded a new tracker app and is going to track not binging for more than 5 days. And she shows yet more scratch cards. She always has to re-show the one she's already showed, like she wants credit for doing so many. She says she will continue showing them, and she plays with her greasy sideburns. Next scene, she's showing an app. She says it's not sponsored. She fills out some stuff. Interesting that she did not click yes on the eating excessive amounts during the first time. When she says that's how she fills it out now, even though she just got done saying she massively overate the day before. This is also where Kiwi Farms noticed the word, or possibly name, Jade pop up in the autofill section. Next scene, there's some sweet babies on the bed. But Amber keeps putting her hand in the scene and talking over the animals. And after the animal cuteness, we see that they are playing Mario. Next scene, Amber is out on a walk. Camera aimed right up her nose again. She says she nearly saw a car crash, and she wears flats because she is used to them and finds them the most comfortable. Next scene, we're back inside. She's bending over to the camera and making sure the camera gets a view right down her shirt. And now, with 1 minute left to go, she's talking about her obsession with the scale, the title of the vlog. And it's just the last minute. Clickbait much? She says she weighed herself before her walk and she's going to weigh herself afterwards. She stands up, gravity making itself known on her stomach there, and she stands on the scale. There is a cut. It's only visible because her position just very suddenly shifts a little bit, and she gets off. We do not know what her weight was. She never says. She does say she lost 0.8 of a pound. And we then get 30 seconds of text cards, during which she tells her viewers to not give her advice. She doesn't need it or want it. So again, there's this unspoken command here that she just wants praise. She is losing weight after all, she says in the text cards.